Well, it was a homecoming to remember for the Parkview Baptist Eagles as they survived tonight, defeating the Southern Lab Kittens 23-20. Welcome to our wrap-up here on Game Time. Thanks for watching us on yearview.com. And this one was a fun one to watch. It went right down to the wire. At halftime, Parkview Baptist seemed to be in control. They led by 10 points, 16-6. And then finally, Southern Lab put it together offensively, got a couple of touchdowns, retook the lead, and then Parkview comes right back, gets a questionable reception on fourth down, and then they punch it into the end zone, and then we saw a lot of drama in the final seconds.
Yeah, the fireworks. You're right. Game started out, I thought it was going to be a track meet, but really kind of settled in. Parkview took away the run game, and Southern Lab got back in the second half. Quincy Mitchell, as you mentioned it, getting a lot done with his feet, but we'll lead you up to the big play, where, golly, you mentioned Chris Webber, that kind of comes to mind. But, he'll recover, and that team will recover from it.
No doubt about it. It was a fun game to watch, so let's take a look at some of the highlights from this one as we saw a couple of LSU commitments go at it tonight. Ty Davis, the first of 3 touchdown runs for him. That made it 6-0, but Parkview Baptist comes back on their next drive, their first drive of the night. Dustin Philippe gets in the end zone for the first of 2 times. Quincy Mitchell really struggled in the first half. One of 2 interceptions there in that first half. Picked off by Hayden Warren there.
The ball just hung up in the air on him, and Hayden Warren able to make the pick.
And Parkview Baptist on the move once again. Terry Tolliver nearly gets into the end zone. It sets up that field goal there for Mason McKee. That makes it 10-6 in favor of Parkview. And then Parkview gets in there's Damone Clark, the other LSU commitment for Southern Lab. They got 3 of them on that team. Cardell Thomas is the other. There's the second interception thrown by Mitchell.
Yeah, and that was right before the half.
And now the fireworks of the fourth quarter. More of Damone Clark shutting down Parkview. Southern Lab getting back into this game. Clark gets into the end zone there Davis a touchdown there. And then Davis gets in here, and Southern Lab takes the lead. And then Parkview Baptist, here's a controversial call. 4th down. Did Kyle Washington catch it? The ref said he did. And then a great touchdown run by Cyprian. Gets into the open field, makes a defender miss, and there's the critical play there. Southern Lab had a chance with 7 seconds left to run one more play, but instead of downing it, Mitchell takes a knee. The final seconds come off the clock, and total despair for Quincy Mitchell as the Kittens lose. And their record falls to 1-4, while Parkview improves to 2-3. Southern Lab did it on the ground. Mitchell and Davis each ran for over 100 yards. And then Parkview Baptist, kind of a balanced attack because of their tremendous quarterback that they have in Alexander Oquan. But the turnovers and the penalties, that's what really haunts Southern Lab in this game. They had 2 of them in the first half, and then some big penalties that kept Parkview Baptist drives alive in the first half that allowed them to take a 16-6 lead.
Yeah, and you got to give Parkview a lot of credit for really stringing this thing together. A lot of their key players, 2-way players, were out with injuries, and you mentioned it, fairly balanced. Obviously, probably about 50 of those passing yards came off the big flicker play. I think I can get that out. But Southern, if you look at their 2 turnovers and those 100 yards worth of penalties, that's really what had them behind the chains most of the night in the first half, but able to turn it around a little bit and leading up to the critical mistake at the end, and that's why we have a 23-20 ball game.
Yeah, they had 3 15-yard penalties that kept Parkview drives alive. Well, that does it from Parkview Baptist High School. The Eagles win it, defeating Southern Lab 23-20. Next week, Edna Carr and McDonough 35. Join us on Thursday night for that one. Thanks for watching here on Yearview.